Poison with Poor Boy Blues CVT guitar lesson for Kevin. Kevin, this is just the lead bits that CC does and the guitar solo. We just have a separate, your other video is strictly the rhythm guitar. This will be all the solo bits. We're in flat tuning on this, and the first thing that you'll come across, this in your tabs is going to be at the bottom of page 4. So it's sporadic, different timestamps coming in. 14G, we're going to bend that. I like to back that with a couple fingers, or at least with one. Bend it a whole step. That's 2 frets. 12th fret B and E, 15B bend vibrato. Back that as well. So vibrato it if you can. Keep it up to the note. Again bend. Again vibrato. And then 9 seconds in, which is right after that, this is a little attitude blues fill. 14G bend, and then go 12, 14. 14D, 14G, 12, 14 bend, 12 vibrato. Here's that run. And I like to use the 3rd finger as a pivot right here. 14 seconds in. This is really tough to hear, this one. It's like a 9G, 7E. Just bar that 7th fret on the last strings. Just thumb index, and then do the 7s, hammer to 9G again, and then the 7s. That one was tough, like I said, to hear. It might just be my speakers, but the wah had something to do with it. 25 seconds in, you'll have this 17th fret on the high E string, bend, release, pull off to 15, and then 17B vibrato. And some, like I said, some of those notes are hard to hear. That wah is really loud in there, but that riff just goes. It's crazy when you add the wah. Sometimes it just sounds completely different, but guaranteed that's the riff. Bend, release, pull, 15. 31 seconds, we're going to bend 15B. And then 12, 14G. But check this out. Now we're going to alternate pick. Go 14 DG, DG, D. And then 12, 14 on the G. So it's. And then bend, release, pull to 12. 14 DGD, and on the G go 12, 14, 12, half step bend, and then 14, 12 D. So a lot of this going on. Important to use that as more as like a bar concept, kind of. 42 seconds in, 17 on the high E, just an attitude riff with the wah, and then on the B string he chromatically goes 16, 15, 14, 13, 12 slide. It sounds like this. It's the wah that brings that to life. Minute 29, 19 high E, we're going to bend. It's a Jimmy Page riff. And then go 19, 18, 17. 19B bend. 19E, and do that 3 times. So we have 19B bend, release, 17B vibrato. A minute 48 timestamp. We're going to go 5B, 8 pull 5, and then 7G, 5B. Do that 3 times. Oops. And then 5, 7, B, E. Vibrato, so it's. It's cool. Minute 55, 15B, bend, release, pull to 12. And then bar 14 GB and 12 GB. And do that twice, so it's. Second one might just be the G. 201 timestamp. 14G bend, and then 12th fret B and E, back to B, and then 14, 12G vibrato. Here's that riff. 15 bend release pull to 12 on the B, to 14D, and this is that shift again, to 14G, 14D, 12G, hammer 13. Here it is slow. It's very cool. 207 timestamp, 15B bend, then go 15, 13, 12, 14 G and D, 12G, 14D. Now check this out. Step and a half bend, release. Oops. It's up there. 2 minutes and 12 seconds in, which is another reason why you want to back your bends with multiple fingers, man. Especially you come across a 3-fret bend like that, you need the strength. Unison bends at 12 through 12 in, 12D, 14G. We're gonna hit them both, but bend the G again, and then unison bends on 15B, 12E. Hit them both, bend the B string again. So we have. If you hear waves, Kevin, like, then we're not there, right? If you can get rid of those waves. There it is. If you have a floating tremolo, that's a different story, but that's just a little trick to help you if you need help on those. 221 timestamp, 9G, and then 12 pull 9, and then 12D, 9G, another 9, and then go 9 on the G. You're going to kind of repeat this, but go to 12, 9 on the D, so, and then 9G slide. That whole riff is. 243 timestamp, 14G, 15B. These are cool. Hit them both, bend the G, the whole step. We're going to do that 3 times. And then go 14D, and then 13G, 15B. Vibrato if you can. Very cool. You can change around fingers if you want. 15B bend, and then go 15-12. And then 14G bend, 12 vibrato. Sounds like a Hendrix riff. 250 timestamp, 12 hammer 14D, and then down up down on the G, 12 14 14. Bend, and then the 15B. It's about that quick. 14G bend release pull to 12. And back to this shift, 14 D, G, D, and then 12 G, and that's down, up, down. Sounds like this. Slow down. Top of page 6. 252 timestamp, 17B, 19E, bend. That Jimmy Page riff, 19, 18, 17, so 19B bend, 19E, 3 times, pre-bend release the 19, and then 17B. That 17B is in parentheses. That's because 𝐂𝐒 recorded another guitar track in the recording studio. You can hear it. That one's ringing out, and the next one comes in. Okay, so here's what's happening on that. 256, you'll see another parentheses around the 12 because they're both hitting at the same time. But you'll 12 hammer 15 on the B, 12E, hammer 15E, and we're going to tap. You're going to tap to 17, pull to 15 8 times. So it's okay. So 5 of those, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pull to 12, hammer 15, and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go 12, hammer 15, tap 19, pull to the 15. It's the same concept though. 5 times. You'll go through it 5 times. Do it again. Pulling off to the 12, and then go 12B, 15B, bend, and then hold the bend. Check this out. You're going to go, as you're holding the bend, you're going to tap the 19B, pull it off to the 15, but it's still bent. So, but only 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Release. 17 on the high E's is 301 timestamp. Bend. Bend, release. Go to 15. And then this is it's pretty sloppy right here. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I kind of cleaned up what was going on in there. It's 15 to 19 pull 15, 17 pull 15, and then down up on the 15E. You're gonna do that 4 times. He just kind of went for it in the studio. I mean, it worked, but so. Four times. And then go 15, 19, pull 17, 15, 17, pull 15, slide 14, 15, pull 14, slide 12. So that gives you, oops. Because when he did it, it was just like, it was just, I'm formatting it for you, it makes a little more sense. Then go 15B, downstroke, 12E up. Hold on here, lost my spot. Yeah. 15B, 12E, 15, 12B, 14G, 12B, 15B, then vibrato. So here that goes. Then then 15, 12B, 14G twice, bend, release, pull to 12. The knuckle shift, 14 DGD, 13G, so you have 14, 12D, 14, 12, 11A. And it's kind of sloppy in there, but that's where he was going with it. $12 hammer 14 on the D, and then down up 12, 14 G. It's only 4 notes, Kevin, but think about them. You know, and try to get that quick. Comes with time, but you'll get it. You might have it now. From there, 17B, we're going to bend it 3 times. Vibrato the third one. Down, up, down, 12, 15, 15 on the B, bend 3 times. Then 15G, middle finger, slide to 16. 16E, you'll go. Then go 15 on the G and E. Oops. Together, 14s. 12 hammer 13G to 12E. So you have okay, then you'll hear it's played about that fast, but like a natural harmonic 2nd fret. He swoops it up and and just goes real high with it. And then that's it for the main solo. I think it stopped there, but more riffs here. 324, we're gonna go 15B, bend, release, pull to 12. 14, 13G, vibrato. 15B, bend, release, pull 12. and then 15E bend and vibrato. So, okay, last page, page 7. 331 timestamp. It's 16 on the G and the E, and then back to the G. So think in threes here. You'll go, and then move it back a half step, and then a half step. 12G, and then 13-12 GB, and slide it. Here's that part. Oops, hold on. .335, 15B bend vibrato, 14 bend release pull 12, and then 14 DGD, 12 hammer 13 on the G vibrato. So it's this cool run. You'll go 15, 14, 12 on the E, B, and G. And then 12, 14, GD. Back to the G. 12, 14, 12. 14, 12, D. 14, 12, AD. So you have four minutes in. This is very tough to hear, but I didn't know if you heard it in there. It's really mixed in the background. I gave it my best shot. Didn't sound like main like pocket riffs or nothing, but either way, what I've got written here is still going to be fun for you. 14, 15 G to 12 B, and then do that twice. So, and then 15, 12, 15 G, 12 B and G, half step bend, and then 14 D vibrato.